Alright guys, so not so long ago, you might recall that I participated in a tournament on my Pokemon Go Discord that featured only Pokemon that you could obtain prior to the Elite Four. This is another tournament we started up, or they started up rather, that I'm participating in. This is actually Monotype, a format that most of you are almost certainly familiar with. Unlike last one, though, it's going to have a round robin, a weekly round robin, similar to like a league, similar to maybe like the NGDL. It's only going to be like 6 weeks, so you're going to get one of these every week or so. And we did a draft to determine who gets what type, and luckily I was able to draft my favorite type, which is Bug, and Bug is a very good monotype, especially since we're going to know our opponents, or what type our opponent is prior to each match. And it gives me four powerful megas that I can choose between. And my first matchup is against a guy I've not battled before. He didn't participate in the first tournament, called yamissbm, and he has the poison type. So neither of us have a tremendous advantage here. Obviously, poison does resist bug, but I still have plenty of options here. I'm bringing, obviously, 2 steel bugs, which obviously are immune to poison. And looking at his team, it's not too far from what I expected. I don't see Toxapex, though, which actually makes me comfortable with leading with Galvantula, and I was really expecting Toxapex, so I know that I can pretty much just get the sticky webs off without having to worry about preserving Galvantula. He does have 2 Pokemon that could get rid of them. One of them is his Tentacruel, and the other is his Crobat. I decided to just go for it first turn. I did not expect him to stay in here with Tentacruel, especially not go for the Toxic Spikes. I thought that was a poor play, considering most of my Pokemon are actually immune to Toxic Spikes, and I do have a Poison type as well that can just get rid of them just by switching in. So, not a great move, although he now switches out into his Nidoking, predicting Thunder, so there you go. And I decided just to go for an Energy Ball, and I do that, I don't even know why. Because I really don't have a whole lot for this Nidoking, actually, because this thing could have, like, Flamethrower, and, yeah, that would hit my entire team pretty hard. I have the Focus Sash, so I just wanted to see what he would do. He tries to go for the sub, so it ends up working out for me staying in. Unfortunately, that does allow him to go for the Earth Power, which will hit me down to my Focus Sash. It doesn't look like I can get enough damage here with Energy Ball to finish it off, but I decided to go for it anyway. It'll leave this Nidoking, which, honestly, looking at his team pregame, was probably his biggest threat to me, because he's the only thing that can really carry, like, Flamethrower, which would really hurt Mega Scizor, not to mention the rest of my team, and it's just kind of dangerous. But now it's nearly dead, so that works out for me, and I'm just going to go to my Scolipede, or rather, whatever it's called, and just go for an Earthquake, which is basically free, because I know I'm going to outspeed this Nidoking, and because I know it's not Scarfed or anything, and obviously get the speed boost off. Now, he is going to go into Crobat, though. Unfortunately, I don't have any way to really hurt Crobat. For some reason, I meant to switch to this Scolipede's moves prior to this match. Unfortunately, I think I forgot to do so. I remembered a few, the couple other Pokemon, but this Scolipede's still carrying Poison Jab, which obviously you don't really want to use against a Poison Pokemon trainer. So, whatever. Just going to go into my Fortress now. He just goes for the Super Fang, so I know this is kind of like a weird, bulky Crobat set. I'm hoping it doesn't carry Defog, but he hasn't gone for it yet, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe Tentacruel is Rapid Spin, because it doesn't look like this Crobat is defogging me. So I'm just going to go ahead and set up my Stealth Rocks. He misses a Super Fang. I was kind of worried that he might go for a Brave Bird, but I'm like, nah, I think he'd just go for another Super Fang. So I go to my Volcarona. So here I'm kind of expecting a Brave Bird if he does have it, so I decide to pivot. I really wish I didn't, because he goes in this Tentacruel. I could have set up against this with a Quiver Dance. And I actually am bringing Psychium Z Volcarona specifically for his Poison Pokemon. So I'm just going to go into my Scizor, and now it's like, well, crap. I'm basically going to give this guy a free Rapid Spin now. I'm assuming this thing is going to be Rapid Spinning me. So I'm just going to go ahead and switch out into Volcarona, figuring that I guess it's free. Instead, he goes for a Scald, which really wasn't good, because that's going to be super effective against Volcarona. It hits me down to 7 HP, which means I definitely can't set up a Quiver Dance now. I'm just going to try to pop off the Psychium Z and see how much damage I can do unboosted. Now, it is obviously super effective, and Volcarona does have a naturally high special attack, so I don't think it'll quite kill the Tentacruel. Tentacruel does have quite good special defenses, but I'm pretty sure it should be a Shatter Psyche should be able to cripple this guy a lot. And at this point in the match, I'm still kind of thinking he has Rapid Spin, but he ends up not having Rapid Spin. He said that he meant to bring Defog on Crobat, but he forgot to edit a move as well, so I guess we both were guilty of that. But either way, that's great for me, because now pretty much means that this Tentacruel can't Rapid Spin, which means I have my hazards up for the rest of the match, and Stealth Rock and Sticky Webs are going to be crucial here at giving me a distinct advantage. So in comes my Heracross, not my Mega this time. I probably will end up using this Mega at some point, but this is just a Scarf Moxie Heracross, and I figured that Scarf Moxie Earthquake is pretty nice against Poison. I decided to lock myself into Knockoff, though, anticipating that he does have Crobat. He does go for the Protect, though, which is a good play. It allows him to see my move, and he just goes into Drapion, who has the resistance. And I kind of figured he'd do that, but at the same time, I'll just take the knocked off item on the Drapion. It ends up being a Choice Scarf, so that's not bad. And yeah, he's just going to go out into Gengar against my Scizor, which is the other Pokemon that he has that might have something to do to Mega Scizor. I'm not 100% sure, but he could carry like Hidden Power Fire or something. I decided to stay in and just kind of see what he was going to do. I do have knockoff, so I'm just going to go for that. So I go for the Bullet Punch, I guess. I don't know why, really. I know I couldn't take out Mega Gengar, or sorry, regular Gengar. But it ends up not being bad for me. Actually, he has the Air Balloon, too, so at least maybe that's why. I just wanted to hit that off, and I guess I took the risk there that he might have Hidden Power Fire. He does not, though, and I'm able to take it out now with a Bullet Punch, and yeah, Crobat is going to come back out. Still not 100% sure in this Crobat set, except that it has Super Fang. It's fine for me, actually, because I do have Roost on this Mega Scizor. I'm just going to go for the knockoff to get rid of its annoying item, so now it doesn't have the Focus Sash. I'm not entirely sure why he has Focus Sash on this Crobat, because it seems to be a bulky Crobat. But sure, to each their own. Anyway, he's going to go ahead and Roost now, and as I go out into my Fortress, and I haven't seen the freaking Brave Bird yet. I'm thinking that he might not even have it now, so I feel pretty comfortable here just going into this thing and just going for a Gyro Ball, which should do decent damage. He goes for another Super Fang. I think I switch out because I'm like, maybe now he's going to go for Brave Bird, because I still haven't seen that fourth move. I have no idea what it's going to be, so I'm like, let's switch out. Going to go out into my Scizor just to see what he would do. And yeah, he just keeps going. No, he goes for a U-turn. So I actually don't know two of his moves at this point. So yeah, he just U-turns. So now we don't know that last move. But in comes his Mega, which is Beedrill. Mega that you will probably see me using at one point as well. But of course, Beedrill is both a bug and poison type, so it is valid for him to use as well. And he's going to go ahead and Mega Evolve. I don't really think he can kill my Mega Scizor. I resist both of his stab moves, so he can't really get the adaptability boost on anything. He goes for the knockoff. That does not even come close to killing me. He can't knock off an item because he can't knock off Mega Stones. And it's not super effective. It's not being boosted by adaptability. Yeah, that was pretty darn awesome. I just go for a Roost, in fact, just to get HP back. And that's pretty much, I think, going to be the match, unless he can get like a burn off here with Tentacruel. But yeah, I decided just to go for the knockoff, maybe risk a burn, because Tentacruel should be outspeeding me. I believe I end up outspeeding him, though, so it has to be a bulky Tentacruel set, not a speedy one. And that's pretty much the match there, because I be able to take out that Tentacruel, and he really has nothing now for Mega Scizor. This Mega Beedrill obviously is not bulky in the slightest. That's one of the downsides of Mega Beedrill. I know I can take it out here with just the Bullet Punch, and I do that. And his last Pokemon, I believe, are Crobat and Drapion. Neither of which I think can hurt my Scizor. I think if he had a fire, I don't even know if this thing can learn Fire Fang, but if he had anything, he would have tried it by now. I think I switch out anyway into Heracross just to get the easier KO, because these things can be kind of bulky. I decided, hey, let's just go for the Earthquake. It ends up working out because I resist the Earthquake he was about to do. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Earthquake against him. Unfortunately, it's not going to let me use my Moxie, because his last Pokemon is Crobat, which I still don't know the last move of, so I make a kind of a dumb play here going into Scolipede, I think. And I don't know why I did that, because I have, like I said earlier, I have nothing really to hurt Crobat, and I know that he has Roost. He's probably just going to go for it, knowing that I'm locked into Earthquake. And yeah, I'm just going to go to my Scolipede, and yeah, I really have nothing to do to this freaking Crobat. And if he does have Brave Bird, that would be awful. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. But I'm just going to go for a Poison Jab, I think. You know what I really should have done? I should have went for the Earthquake, because he's faster this turn. Would have been able to hit him with an Earthquake, a super effective Earthquake, which might have killed him. I don't know. But no, I just go for a Poison Jab, and now I'm going to actually be faster than him due to my speed boost. And yeah, that's not going to be doing enough damage. So yeah, I'm just going to go for it again. And it doesn't do anything. And I don't know what his last move is, and he's just going to go for the U-turn. So like, what the heck is this guy's last move? I don't even know, but it's definitely not Brave Bird. He definitely would have Brave Birded my Scolipede. And I'm like, fine, I'm just going to go into Fortress, because I think at this point Fortress probably has the best chance to kill this guy, because I have Gyro Ball. And he just reveals the Sludge Bomb. So, there you go. That was his last move. And that explains why he wasn't using it, although I don't know why he really brought it. Well, I guess he wasn't anticipating how much I would be anti-poison here, but yeah, nice game there. And like I said, there's a 6-game season, I guess you want to call it. So you'll be seeing 5 more of these at least, and plus, the elimination tournament at the end. So that'll be cool. I think it'll be fun. The NGDL 2 is probably going to start up soon, too. Again, too. I'm going to release the details on that shortly. Not like imminently, but you know what I mean. So we may have actually 2 leagues running at the same time. But today's question of the day is, who do you want to win the Super Bowl, and who do you think will win the Super Bowl? Obviously, the Super Bowl is a big conversation right now, being that the games just happened last weekend. It's going to be Eagles, Patriots. Now, I'm not an Eagles fan, even though I live in the air. My dad is a huge Eagles fan, so plus I hate the Patriots being a Dolphins fan. So I'm going to have to say go Eagles. Unfortunately, I'm not 100% sure Nick Foles can pull it off against Tom Brady. So we're probably going to see another freaking Patriots Super Bowl win. But yeah, leave a comment about that and see you guys again next time. Later.